everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today I'm going to do a workout with a water jug. So every single exercise is going to incorporate a water jug. I'd like to use things around your house that you can incorporate into your workout because not everybody has a gym or any workout equipment in the home. Baloo is here to help me today. He's needing to play, so we'll see if we can incorporate him into this as well. Anyway, so grab a water jug. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Like I just filled up a jug that used to have vinegar in it and put some water in it. The other thing you can do is make your water jug more or less heavy depending on the exercise. So I have one in here that's full. So typically a gallon of liquid is 8 pounds. So if you have one that's a little less full, this is probably 2/3 full. It's probably about 6 pounds or so. I haven't weighed them. It doesn't really matter. What really matters is that you can do it without difficulty, and you're having a little bit of a challenge and maybe having a little bit of fun. So come into these workouts warmed up and ready to go. And if you need to press pause and go find yourself a water jug, go ahead and do that. All right, so we're going to start with a bent over row. So I'm going to use my full jug for this one. So what we're going to do is take the jug in our hands just like this. And then I want you to come into a bit of a squat. So your hips are going to be back, your knees are bent, your weight is in the heels of your feet. And then you're going to just kind of tip forward at the hips. So I'm really engaging my core here to protect my back. I don't want any of this, because as soon as you bend your back and kind of sink into it, then you start to put pressure on that low back, and we don't want any of that. So a little bit of a squat, tip forward at the hips, straighten your arms. They should just kind of be hanging straight down here, and we're going to pull up. So this isn't going to be really heavy, but you can make it really direct and really focused on squeezing those shoulder blades. So this is a good posterior shoulder. Your biceps are getting a little bit here. And because you're having to hang on to this odd-shaped objects, it's actually a good exercise for your hands. If you need to, you could switch hands halfway through. Remember, you're keeping that tummy nice and tight here to protect your low back. So I'm in a good, just tipped over position with my hips. 2 more, really squeezing those shoulder blades. And 1. Okay, the other thing you could do with this is you could use like a laundry detergent bottle if it's full, if you need a little bit more weight. But if you do it nice and slowly, and really focus on squeezing those shoulder blades, maybe do 15, but you should really start to feel it by the end of that because you're incorporating gravity into that workout as well. Okay, now we're going to do steering wheel squats. So I'm going to grab my other jug, it's just easier to hang on to. So we're going to go up and down in a squat, and then you're going to take your arms and go back and forth like this, like you're doing a steering wheel, like an out-of-control bus or something. But we're going to squat, and at the same time, moving this back and forth. So it's really shaking it up is what's happening here. But think about like a steering wheel. Now, again, you're really sitting back in your heels. And then the closer you have this into your body, the easier it'll be. The further out you have it here, the harder. And also, if you have any low back issues, I would keep it closer to your body. 7, so this is giving your arms a good workout too. 8. This is why you only want to use water, because if you do happen to have a leak, you won't have any water anywhere or any other liquid spilling out. I lost track here. This is the last one. All right, good. Okay. Now we're going to sit on a ball, or you can sit on the edge of a chair. And we're going to do some ab leans, which we've done in the past. But if you sit on the edge of your ball, and I'm just going to have you hold this in your lap, so it's not going to be a super challenge with the jug. If you need to, you can either hold it in your lap and go back and forth like this, or you can put this up next to your chest. It adds just a little bit more weight, a little bit more resistance. So you're just tilting back and coming up. Now remember, as with all of these, I don't want you to tilt back like this. I don't want any pressure in that low back. You're just tilting at the hips. So, and then to make it even more challenging, don't quite come all the way up. Keep that contraction right here. Keep breathing. Two more, 9 and 10. Good. All right. Again, if you're feeling like you need more, you can do that more slowly. Do some more reps, maybe do 15, 20, depending on how you're feeling with that. Okay, now we're going to do some diagonal punches. So we're going to take that jug again in your hands, and I want you to punch up over here and then down across your body here. So we're going to be up and then down. So up across your body and down across. So we're going to do 10 each way, 6. Give it a good punch. Make that water slosh. 9, 10, and 10. Good. And then if you need to, you can switch hands for the other one. It's kind of a good practice for our hands too. Keep our hands strong. Now we're going to go this way. Punch, punch. Give it a good slosh. Kind of sounds like a washing machine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. The other thing is if a gallon is too much or it's too hard to hang on to, use a water bottle. It has a better handhold. You could use a big water bottle, a small water bottle. But I want that water sloshing. It's kind of fun. Adds a little extra resistance as well. Okay, now we're going to do a balance exercise. So you're just going to hold on to the jug by the handle, and we're going to do a starfish tip over. So put the water, the jug, in your down hand, the same side that you were standing on. So we're going to tip slowly back and forth. So you're going to really have to control against that weight in your hand that's going down towards the floor. Do this next to a kitchen counter or something sturdy so you can hang on, or conversely you can do it next to a wall. So you've got the wall either in front of you or behind you. Adding this extra weight also adds a little oblique work here. So your body, your abs, your core are all working to continue to keep you strong and kind of work against that added weight. All right, switch sides. Pull your shoulder blades back, shoulders down and back in general. So you're just in this lateral plane here. Now, when you come back up, we're just slowly tipping side to side. Try not to put your foot down if you can. Also, if you need a little more challenge with this, you can stand on a balance pad, you can stand on a pillow, you can stand, maybe in the grass or like a really higher carpet. All right, good. Or you can even fold a towel up multiple times and stand on it. It gives you a little bit more variability. Okay, we're going to do one more exercise with this jug of water. We're going to do an overhead press. So I'm going to sit on my ball. If you have any sort of back pain or injury, I recommend sitting when we press things overhead. I don't have any back pain, but this just allows me to demonstrate this. If you are going to stand, you want to stand with your feet wide apart, tummy tight so that your back is protected, and then just press straight overhead. You can keep your elbows in nice and tight, just hold the ends of it, and I will sit here on the ball and complete the set. Now, this may not feel super hard, depending on how full your jug is, or what you're using. Again, go slowly. And you can always do more repetitions. If you're going really, really slowly, also, you can always start to feel it in those shoulders. Really focus on the muscles that you're using. That also recruits more muscle fibers to the exercise. Hello, Baloo. Hello. You can also use a heavier jug. Like I said, grab a laundry detergent or, you know, something a little bit heavier. One more after this. Also, you've been working your arms quite a bit through this workout, so you may really be feeling that anyway. Okay, so go ahead and go through that 2 more times, 1 to 2 more times, depending on, you know, your time and how you're feeling. If any of these do cause any pain, as always, just stop. You can send me a message. I can give you another idea of something else that you could do. And remember at the end to cool down and do your stretches. All right, thank you everybody, and we'll see you next time.